Hey guys, what is up? Let's get into talking about the eclipse story for 2026. We're going to be wrapping up some old themes where we have the Virgo and Pisces story in the sky, wrapping up a karmic cycle on those ends when we have the final two eclipses in the Virgo and Pisces axis of our charts this year happening. But we're also going to be welcoming in a new story of eclipses, which only happens every 18.5, 19 years in the area of the sky, which is ruled by Aquarius and Leo. And so with the eclipses, we have a fated event, karmic destiny, plot twists, doors opening, doors closing, sudden endings, shock surprises. You get the gist, right? The north node and the south node, is what they're known as, are the karmic destiny points in the cosmos, in the skies, which also carry a deeper meaning when we go into the mythology of Rahu and Ketu, which I'll go into in a bit before we get into the 12 signs forecast. We're going to go into each of the signs and how these eclipses. I'm going to give you the dates for all the eclipses because we're going to, as soon as we get into 2026, the first eclipse cycle will start in February with the brand new eclipse cycle happening in February in the north node area of the sky under the sign of Aquarius. And then, so we have this portal of change, of dramatic endings and new beginnings, pretty much at the start of the year. And then this will set up a whole new cycle of eclipses happening over the next 18 months in the area of the sky, which is pertaining to Aquarius rule themes and Leo rule themes. All right, and I'll go into what those themes will be for each sign, okay? But as a whole, think of Aquarius being the collective, being the people, right? Humanity at large. If you're going to go deep and like, on a grand scale, okay, Aquarius is going to rule the people, revolution, anti-establishment, activism. I'm an Aquarius stellium. I absolutely love this energy. Pluto is going to be here. Jupiter is going to be joining the story too. It is pretty awesome. It is pretty wild, and I'm so here for it. And we're all here for it too because we all chose to incarnate in this particular time to live out these transits for a particular reason. All right, and that reason will be within your birth chart. And then moving on forward from February, we usually have a 2-week window, right? And then the next eclipse will happen in March. Wrapping up the Virgo area. So this will be like the South Node eclipse, and this will be the ending of the Virgo eclipses for this year in this sign, wrapping up this cycle, which started 18 months ago, just 24 months ago. Okay, and so this will be the first taste we're going to be getting, and then we'll go back again in August, where we will have another set happening again. All right, so let's get into the, if you don't know, right? If you don't already know, actually, let's start here. If you don't know, so what are eclipses, right? Because we want to. This is the eclipse episode. Let's get into what the eclipses are, because they're not just, imagine like, okay, so every month we have a full moon, we have a new moon, right? Sometimes we have two because we're operating on a false calendar, and the eclipses are like the full moon and the new moon are on steroids. It's that kind of energy, right? They're big, they're huge plot twists. They're like wild card energy, right? So when we have this eclipse energy, and also when we have an eclipse energy, yes, it can happen straight away, like instantly you'll feel it like that day or that week or 2 weeks before, 2 weeks prior. But the energy is building up because the planets don't just suddenly collide into each other. They're building up to something. This is why we have the degrees. And the north and south node, they follow the same pattern. They have the degrees. They're traveling in reverse in the sky to what we can see, right? They're a calculated point in the sky, right? They're the ecliptic point of the sun and the moon, and this is what causes the eclipses, right? So this is like karmic realignment, unexpected changes, right? And this is like the universe speaking directly to you to reset you, right? To put you on the right path. Because if you look at your own birth chart, and if you already have Aquarius and Leo as your north and south node within your birth chart already, then you'll be having a nodal return, right? And so nodal returns 1936. These ages are really pivotal, all right, because they're like the year in which you'll step into, your soul purpose. And it might not even be that year, but know that it will set the scene and the tone for the year ahead. So I noticed I've been through a couple of these nodal returns. That's I have Saturn in the first house. All right, so this is why I don't look the age that you think I am. And this is why. So when we have the nodal return, for example, uh, leading up to that year and the year afterwards are really pivotal because they're gonna. These are the plot twist years. So it'd be like, okay, this year things will start to go into place for you, and then the following year, watch how things come to fruition. Okay, but as a whole, when we have the eclipse energy, especially a solar eclipse, and the first one's going to be a solar eclipse, this gives you a 12-month portal of things to happen, all right? New beginnings, but it's always how you don't expect it to be, okay? And they will start and initiate a powerful new chapters. And these can be like, and depending on where they fall in your chart, we'll go into that shortly. This will be like, this can be relationships, aha moments, redirection, home, family, all tied in with your soul purpose, because we're all born with a soul purpose, is why we're here, right? Or part of why we're here, part of why we're incarnated. And the North Node is all to do with our soul destiny, our soul purpose, why we're here, or if you're want to take it down to Western and less esoteric, you can say this would be like your ambition, your ego, your drive, right? With the South Node are your talents, or is your past life, what you brought with you. All right, and we're here to release the South Node, or release the South Node, but also using the skill that you've acquired in the South from the South Node, your past life, right? You're bringing that with you, right? Bringing the blessings and the lessons you've learned to help you on your North Node journey as you're here, all right? And then it can show up like the North Node. The North Node can show up like a pull towards something, you know, you can't explain. Like you're being pulled in a direction. This is your North Node energy. Whereas the South Node, you're still pulled in the direction, but it just feels very familiar to you, like you've already done it before. And it's very comfort. And you'll find that most people who don't know astrology, or maybe even people who do know astrology, right, will fall into and be quite comfortable with their South Node, and they'll just stay and rest there, right? So the North Node eclipses will bring you something. South nodes can be more about closure, the closure and ending of something, a karmic cycle. All right, so very, very, very basic. South node eclipses in the seventh house can literally be ending of relationships. Right, I had a South node transit to my first house, and that can also signal an end of a relationship too, because it's about letting go of false. The South node, right, and North node will literally clear whatever is not meant for you in order to make space for what is. And because what happens is, as humans, we all tend to fall towards the South nodes, but we're not here for that. Even though it's comfortable and familiar, we're not actually here for that. We're here to learn lessons and take those with us as our strength to move forward. All right. And so each time the eclipses change axis, it will bring different themes. Right? So we're wrapping up the Pisces Virgo axis, the Pisces Virgo axis of getting lives organized. I'm focusing on health. I'm focusing on humanity and being of service to others, to seeing ourselves as a collective. This is the broader energy of the Virgo Pisces axis. Being part of something bigger than just ourselves. And this is going to continue actually on the Aquarius and Leo axis too, in a different way. All right. And so, should we go into Rahu Ketu first? If you don't know Rahu and Ketu is from Vedic astrology, right? However, I wanted to talk about. Yeah, let's do. Okay, so I've kind of touched on this already, so let's do this already. So we're talking about the eclipse axis being on the the Aquarius and Leo axis, right? Axis because they're opposing each other. The nodes always oppose each other, right? They're always going to be here directly across the sky, directly across one another in your birth charts to the natal wheel. Okay, and so they're known as the North and the South, right? Or in Vedic astrology, Rahu and Ketu, the dragon's head and the dragon's tail, or the demon serpent head and the demon serpent tail, which I'll get into shortly if you don't know the mythology around it, which is so telling. because actually in Vedic astrology and ancient astrology, the eclipses were a warning sign and there's something to be feared. And actually, that wasn't used as a portal of manifestation or abundance. And they're still not really. I always say to people, actually, this is not a great time to. The eclipse is not a good time. Are not a good time to manifest. So I don't do when the eclipses. I don't do tarot. I don't do any altar work, magic, anything like that. I'll keep it cute. I'll keep it cute and low key, right? Even so, even for me, like I never look. I'm always advised never to look directly into the eclipse, to be exposed to it. I like to keep myself indoors, blinds closed, all the things, right? And so with the nodes now changing from Virgo and Pisces to being of service, to dissolving of boundaries, to our health, to dis-ease, to connecting all humanity, we're going into Aquarius Leo axis. And Aquarius is where the North node will sit. So this insatiable appetite to have more of. The power is here, right? And the Leo axis will hold the kingdom of the South Node. And the South Node is about letting go, dissolving, destruction, ending of. And so we talk about Aquarius and Leo, the axis of the Aquarius and Leo axis. Aquarius is all to do with is the humanitarian aspects, right? It's not about the we, it's about so it's not about the I, it's about the we, the community. And so the community is going to be really, really a huge focus over the next 18 months, 2 years. And the community can be your literal community, right? The people that you surround yourself with, the community that you live in, the groups that you're part of, or humanity as a whole, where in ancient astrology, we're talking about Aquarius being the people, right? If Leo is the king and the kingdom and the royal and the government, which is more Capricornian, but it's still the Leo rules the institution, right? The royals, the kings, the queens, the 1%. Well, the power doesn't lie there because the Aquarius axis will be holding the North Node, and it's taking the power back to the people. So this is ultimate revolution. We already have Pluto here, tearing down the old, right, opposing all this energy, right. Jupiter will take a residency here in July of 2026 too. Jupiter will expand upon all this and give abundance, the great benefic in the sign of revolution and freedom thinking and rebellion, anti-establishment, all that great stuff. Will be some key highlights, and I'm like I said, I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. And then when we talk about the South Node going through Leo, this will be the downfall and demise of celebrity culture, right? And which you're already starting to see now. I mean, when we look at what is celebrity now, they're like just you and I who are just recording YouTubes or TikToks and whatever. They're just general normal people now. They're not like, you know, far out there, like we're far out there, high-reaching pop star status type people anymore. They're just like average people like us who are just doing like what they love and sharing it and being interconnected with one another. So death of celebrity, the downfall of old structures. This is the downfall of the 1%, right? And the powers that be, and the false narratives that control us. I am so here for it. I'm so here for it. But okay, let's rein it back in. If you want to go more deeper with like some of the more crazier stuff or conspiracy crazy shit, then check out my Substack and check out my Patreon community. I have all the information in the show notes. You can join that, where we are unfiltered. So let's talk about before we get into it, let's talk about Rahu and Ketu, the mythology of Rahu and Ketu. This goes back to Vedic astrology, right? And so Rahu is the North Node, the head of the demon, the dragon, right? Representing desire, obsession, ambition, innovations, unknown path, right? You'll pull towards magnetic experiences, new experiences, right? New experiences your soul hasn't mastered yet. This is what you were going towards, right? It's very future oriented, okay? And so Rahu actually in Aquarius does really well, okay? It's very Aquarian in nature, okay? Because Rahu is all about technology, fame, rebellion, sudden awakenings, very Aquarius rule stuff, right? But Rahu never satisfies. This is the the plot twist and the double-edged sword of Rahu. The dragon's head can never, the demon's head can never be satisfied, satiated, right? It's a head with no body. So whatever it consumes, there's nowhere for it to go, right? So it never feels whole. So it can be so wherever you have the North Node, wherever you have the North Node, it can, in your birth chart, it's like when you never, if you have the North Node in seventh house, for example, I'm using seventh house again. I'm a Libra rising, so seventh house, for example, if you have the North Node in seventh house, an insatiable desire to have more and more relationships, North Node in second house, an insatiable desire to accumulate loads of wealth, but there's never enough, But it's also to do with your soul's growth, right, where you were supposed to evolve, right, breaking karmic patterns. And the South Node Ketu, right, the tail of the dragon is detached to your past life. It represents what your soul really knows, right? Your karmic past, your gifts that you're born with, your comfort zone where you feel comfortable, all right? It can show you where you tend to withdraw or detach also, all right? It can be the shadow and your refusal to move forward, all right? Because the South Node is the dragon's tail, so it's where it's excruciated. Is that the right word? All right. And so every 18.5 years, the Rahu Ketu will turn to the natal position, right? Karmic reset. So wherever Rahu is, where we obsess over, all right, Ketu is the time you to let go, right? The basics of it, all right. And so during the eclipse, when the sun and the moon align with each other, when the sun and the moon align with each other, so like the sun is here, the moon is here, we have this eclipse, we have the eclipses, right? And this is Rahu and Ketu energy. And when the shadow is cast upon the earth, they say this is the darkness and the shadow falls upon the earth. And this is when the Rahu and Ketu energy is more prevalent, all right. Revelation, spiritual awakening, the demon is free for a short moment of time. Okay, and so in ancient Vedic mythology, the story of the Rahu and Ketu story begins with the churning of the cosmic ocean, right? And the legend is like they were churning the cosmic ocean, to create the immortality of the elixir of life, right? And the legend on the gods and the demons all drank from the elixir of life, right, to obtain immortality, and only the gods were allowed to drink this elixir, right? And so when they're finally done with churning the nectar, right, from the depths of the universe, only the gods were meant to drink it, right? But one of the demons, the Asuras, right? And we have the Devas, the gods and goddesses, right? And the Asuras, right, who are the demons. One of the demons dressed up in disguise as a god, right? And started to drink the elixir. And as he said to the sun and the moon, saw through the illusion of who it really was. It was a demon, right? And Vishnu, one of the gods, the god, in Vedic astrology, unleashed his spinning disc to sever the demon in half, right? Thus giving us the snake chopped in half, Rahu and Ketu, the snake's head and snake's tail. And the karma, right, was because he'd already drank the elixir. He was immortal. So his karma, right, was that he would live out eternity, chase his head and tail in two parts, trying to find the head and tail, right. The severed head being the insatiable, forever hungry, chasing the sun and the moon across the sky in revenge. And the severed tail, Ketu, bodiless and aimless, drifting into the beyond. And this is why the eclipses happen. Right when the eclipses happen, the ancients say this is when Rahu swallows the sun or the moon. All right, symbolically seeking his vengeance, creating moments of cosmic disruption. Okay, I love that. I love it so much. I love mythology. I really do. Okay, go. If you'd like a personal reading with me, I'll leave all the information in the show notes to do so. Okay. Also, I've done a whole course on how to read your own birth chart. So if you want to get into that, I'll leave all the information in the show notes for you to do so. You can download that, and it will help you either it will help you read your own birth chart 100%, right? So you can read your own birth chart confidently. I've gone through all the houses, the signs, what each planet means in each house and each sign, how to read birth charts, examples, synastry. What else is on there? Saturn placements, Venus placements, North Node. There's so much content on there, and it's all teachable with like examples. It's all Zoom recorded for you to keep forever. So check that out. I may do some tarot for each sign as well. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, see how long the video gets. So let's get into it. So if you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for you, the first eclipse will be happening on February 17th. So write this down. February 17th, the first solar eclipse will be happening. It's like a North Node eclipse. Even though the North Node's not quite here yet, it'll touch the ecliptic point, and the Aquarius solar eclipse will be happening on the 28th degree of Aquarius. So it's a bit of a double whammy one for you with the 11th house, okay? And so for you, the 11th house will be activated because this is where you have your Aquarius house, okay? And so even though it's like it's a crazy one because it's a North Node eclipse, it's going to be bringing you something, right? Like bringing you an opportunity. February 17th, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, you've got a 12-month activation period here, okay? Fated connections, collaborations, long-term dreams and goals, because this is your long-term dream goals and desires container. It's like your vision board house, okay? 17th February, that's happening, all right? 28 degrees. And it's a crazy one because even though it's bringing you something, because it's like a later degree, 28 degrees, it's also letting something go. So it may mean like you'll be letting go of some more friendship circles, some groups and teams that you're part of, institutions even, you know, to make way for the new, okay? Shortly after, a few weeks afterwards, you will have a Virgo lunar eclipse. All right, this will be happening on March the 3rd. All right, a few weeks after this one. At 12 degrees of Virgo, wrapping up the 6th house eclipses for you. All right, so you would have been having 6th house eclipses for you over the last 18 months anyway. And this would have been like releasing cycles of burnout because this is a 12th degree one, right? So this is like a Pisces degree anyway. So for you, this is about releasing karmic stories when it comes to health. You know, overworking, perfectionism, because your Virgo house, Virgo eclipse. So for you, this could have been like, what do I do for work? What's my purpose? You know, is my career fulfilling me? Working on letting go of all habits, because it's the habits house too. The habits as in like to do with your mental health and physical health, right? Wrapping up old stories with work and career as well. So there could be some letting go of work and career too, or employment, or people that you employ as well. And the 6th house also rules pets too. So this could be karmic release of pets and bringing new pets too. And then we have a bit of a reprieve and reprisal, right? August the 12th, next eclipse. For you, Leo, solar eclipse, 20 degrees, right? It's a South Node eclipse though, all right? So this will be happening in the opposite sign of your 11th house, in the 5th house. And this is a Leo solar eclipse, okay? But it's a South Node eclipse. So this is another letting go eclipse, okay? Letting go of old narratives around love, 5th house. What's the 5th house? It's love, dating, creativity, sex, intimacy, all right? So for you, there will be like a fated event around lovers, all right? So it could be bringing you love stories or letting go of love stories too. And there could be opportunities, because this is a luck house and money house as well. So there could be some lucky money stories coming in too, as well as some moments of aha and genius ideas when it comes to creativity and your talent as well. Or you could even be like, you could even let go of a talent and skill. Be like, you know what, this is no longer viable for me. I'm going to channel my energy into something better. This is no longer working for me. All right. Or it could be, I am now going to do what brings me more joy and make money and make a profit from that too. Okay. Definitely tied in with a karmic love stories too. Okay. That's August the 12th, 20 degrees, South Node eclipse in Leo. Okay. Then we will be having the last Pisces eclipse a few weeks later, August 28th. Okay, August 28th, you'll be having a Pisces lunar eclipse. What do I write my notes? Yeah, this is going to be around 4 degrees, all right? So this is a North Node eclipse too, at the early degree. All right, and for you, this is going to be the 12th house, spirituality. This is a huge, deep healing house. Okay, so we've done some stuff. We've done some work on our physical and our mental wellness during the Virgo eclipses. The Pisces story now in August is finally about letting go of shadow, of old narratives, and huge, deep healing and spiritual awakening to and intuition. You might even start to travel, right? Because it's the 12th house too. Enemies being revealed. Working on your spirituality, bringing spirituality into your life. Okay, and nurturing yourself is going to be a huge, huge thing for you during this eclipse. All right, looking after yourself, looking after your health is really big. I want to say with the March and the August eclipses, looking after your mental and physical wellness is absolute key and priority. So doing all the things when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to your medical stuff, when it comes to your physical health, looking after that is key and golden. Okay, cool. Let's do a card for your eclipse energy for this year, actually. Why not? I have the Aquarius tarot here. We have North Node Aquarius going on this year, so why not, honey? Cool. Cool. So you have the moon, beautiful. What is the moon all about? What is the video all about? The eclipses, okay? And you know, this is all about listening to your intuition, diving into your spirituality, self-care, self-preservation for you, Aries, is really key. Along all these eclipses for you are signaling for you to take care of you, to nurture you, dive into spirituality, do what lights you up, and work with the lunar energy to call in more abundance. Okay. Good luck with that. Okay, if you're a Taurus, rising, sun and moon, first eclipse happening February 17th, Aquarius solar eclipse at 28 degrees, North Node eclipse happening for you in the 10th house. So this is going to be lighting up the area of your birth chart, but it's also to your work and career. And so this is going to be an ending of a chapter because it's a later degree, but also bringing in something new, destiny, aligned career, so work opportunity guaranteed coming through for you. All right. And this is going to be a 12-month cycle. So you're going to be thrust into the spotlight during this cycle. All right. When it comes to what you're known for. This could bring pregnancy, it could bring a change of status, as in like, okay, I'm no longer single, I am in a serious relationship, or I'm now engaged, I'm going to get married, or vice versa. I feel like we're going to lean towards more commitment because this is the North Node eclipse. All right, but also because it is 28 degrees, there could be letting go of something else so you can make way for what is truly yours. Either way, the eclipse will show you. All right. Public recognition, being known, being well known. All right. For example, if you work, if you have a social media kind of like energy to your work and career, this could have you like go viral, for example. You know what I mean? Or if it's like yeah, you said that if you're like, you know, in a long-term relationship, you might decide to get married, or this can sometimes bring pregnancy too, depending on other aspects in your birth chart. Okay. Following on from that, you're going to have your last Virgo eclipse happening March the 3rd, right? A few weeks afterwards. This is a solar eclipse, solar South Node eclipse. Sorry, a lunar eclipse, lunar South Node eclipse, and this will be happening for you in the 5th house. Okay. And so for you, this is going to be all tied in with your. So my notes were scrambled. That's better. Well, that's when we read that one. We're doing Taurus. Yeah. So for you guys, 12 degrees, South Node eclipse happening in the 5th house. Clearing out blocks when it comes to self-expression, past lovers. All right. If you're casually dating somebody, and it's not on your vibration, then this is going to be like clearing that away. Okay, 100%. Calling lovers that are more aligned, calling karmic lovers. All right. Clearing out any blocks when it comes to creativity, clearing out any blocks when it comes to your businesses, entrepreneurship, skill, talent, having more fun. Okay. Following on from that, on the 12th of August, you will be having a Leo solar eclipse at 20 degrees South Node in your 4th house. And so even though this is a solar eclipse, beginning of something, because this is tied into the South Node at 20 degrees, the latest degree, in the 4th house for you, right? Starting up a new cycle of emotional release tied to home, family, and childhood. So you could be working through childhood trauma. You could be releasing some of that. There could be some karmic release going around family issues, family ties, family stories. Um, Working on childhood trauma, for example. All right. Side note, going through the fourth house, I mean, this can bring literal separation from family, or you may decide to move home or change homes or renovate, or there could be like a loss in the home too. All right. Um, Following on from that, we have August 28th, Pisces lunar eclipse, 4 degrees north nodes, lighting up your 11th house of gains. All right, you've been having eclipses here for a minute. This is wrapping up this cycle. All right, fourth 4 degrees, right? Right, so it's like a nurturing Cancerian degree in the house of your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. So stepping into your aligned communities, finding your people. This is the North Node after all. Right? Calling in your people, dreaming bigger than ever before, calling it all in, because this is the last one in the cycle as well, and this will be gifting you something huge when it comes to manifesting what you want with your dream goals and desires. Okay, let's do your card. Yes. And so we have the Two of Swords. And this is such a ecliptic card because it's dual energy and you're covered with the blindfolds. And so with the dual swords here, the two swords literally at different axes like this. This is telling you to delve into your intuition, to trust that what is being severed and released is for your highest good in order for you to receive what you already totally deserve, to put you on the right path. And this card is saying to you, you kind of already know, and what needs to be cleared out. The eclipse is going to help you. All right. Good luck with that. Okay, so if you are a Gemini, rising sun or moon, we have first eclipse happening for you February 17. You're Aquarius, solar eclipse, 28 degrees, north 9 degree in the ninth house. All right, this is all to do with your belief systems, spiritual beliefs, travel, education. There could be like a new opportunity for you to travel, to expand your horizon, to delve into spirituality, right? Delve into astrology, delve into tarot, delve into mysticism. Find a therapist, a coach, a healer. You may go back to university. You may travel. You may explore. You know, different cultures, different lands, all this sort of stuff. This is going to be and this is like a late degree eclipse. So you're letting go of something first in order to bring in new ideals, new languages, new cultures, new people, new journeys, right? Really exciting. Shortly after, March the 3rd, Virgo lunar eclipse, 12 degrees roundabout south node, right? Letting go of, for you, fourth house. Letting go of ancestral trauma, baggage from the family. You could literally move home too with this. You might be releasing old family stories, family ties. There could be huge changes around the family too with this. All right, endings and beginnings. All right. Shortly after, not shortly after, you have a bit of a break. Okay, we got a bit of a break. August will be the next cycle, right? First Leo eclipse happening for you in the third house at 20 degrees. South node eclipse, but it'll be a Leo solar. All right. And so rewriting, because the third house is all to do with communication, your local area, your siblings. So rewriting the story around that, you may move. Again, there's that movement going on for you, Gemini. You are the sign of movement after all. You may change local area. Sibling relationships are going to be under the spotlight. This is South Node stuff, right? So this could be like toxic communication, all right? Speaking more clearly, right? And listening without interfering, without interrupting. Letting go of a home, a car, a vehicle, mode of transport, your local area, right? And if you're like, no, I don't want to move, this is ecliptic energy, right? Like you have literally no say in this. Like this is just going to happen and you will have to deal with the aftermath. August 28th, shortly after, you will have the final Pisces lunar eclipse. August 28th, 10th house eclipse, 4 degrees, north node eclipse, lighting up your career axis, all right? The 10th house is also your career. It's family too, right? But this is more leaning towards your career or like father's family, all right, or grandparent or father energy, all right, masculine caretaker energy. Because it's North Node too, huge career breakthrough, career opportunities, All right. Again, another one for pregnancy and marriage too. All right. Oh, I haven't done your cards. Forgive me. What is your card, honey? Gemini, what is your card? Let's have a look. Ace of Pentacles. The eclipse is gifting you something each and every single time. Sometimes you might have to relinquish something in order to make space for what is truly meant to be for you. Abundance, prosperity, security, and stability. So even though the eclipse energy is very like rebellious and unpredictable, just know that through all this change, you will find peace, stability, security, and abundance. Love that for you. Okay, so if you are a Cancer Sun, Moon, or Rising, let's get your eclipse story. Starting February 17th, you have an Aquarius solar eclipse, 28 degrees, happening in your 8th house. Eclipse is in the 8th house, the house of transformation. North Node eclipse, pulling you towards a new story when it comes to intimacy, trust, and finances. All right. New stories when it comes to calling in more clients, calling in lucky money, calling in when it's owed to you, inheritances, taxes, credit cards, loans, all that sort of stuff falls into this house. Partners' money can get a glow up too. Being more intimate, connecting with others, allowing yourself to be emotionally vulnerable. All right, taking your relationship to the next level. Okay. Following on for that, this is the 28 degrees eclipse, by the way. So this is about letting go of something first before you can bring something in you. A few weeks later, you'll have in March the 3rd, a Virgo lunar eclipse, 12 degrees on the south node, right? In the third house, honey, third house. Release. This is all by Virgo. So for you, Cancer, this is about overthinking, micromanaging, and mental clutter, clearing the mind, having a few mentee bees on the way. All right. This is the last one to wrap it up. 12 degrees is a very spiritual degree too. So this is about your mental clarity. So it's about this you could be doing the work on, or you should be doing the work on how you speak to yourself, right? The words that you use in your mind, right? Working on a better mental wellness. You may move, third house, right? South node, endings of local area, mode of transport, a skill, a talent, sibling relationship, okay? Traveling somewhere. Short distance travel is third house, all right? And then we'll have a bit of a break, and then you'll have your next set of eclipses starting in August. August the 12th, Leo solar eclipse at 20 degrees, south node. What we letting go of? Well, second house shit, honey, money. Outdated, before we get petrified, outdated money beliefs. All right. When you have the eclipses going through the second house, right? This is a Leo eclipse too. This is letting go of something. So you could be letting go of like a job, a career, an old money story, old money belief, scarcity mindset, or you could be like letting go of like a big purchase, for example, like a home, or you might change homes, for example, or it could be that you're letting go of your attachment to material wealth. Okay. A few weeks later, Pisces lunar eclipse, 4 degrees, right, in the 9th house. This is a North Node eclipse. So this ties in really well with your South Node eclipse in the House of Abundance and Money and the material, because the ninth house is to do with the opposite, it's to do with spirituality and spiritual beliefs. And the North Node is egging you on to kind of focus your energy on spirituality and travel and bold teaching paths and shamanism and different cultures and different beliefs and working with mentors and different languages and learning more and higher education and expanding your mindset. Okay, Cancer, I love that for you. I mean, you have Jupiter in the first house most of this year as well anyway, so you're literally blessed anyway. And Jupiter will actually move into your second house later on in the year, so your money is going to be good. Your money is going to be good anyway. South node in second house, you could inherit some money too. Ooh, your eclipse card is the 5 of Swords, my darling. Letting go of situations, people, energy, karmic ties. Learning from all those obstacles, learning from the challenges of the eclipses, and moving forward into your absolute power, my darling. Okay. Yes, love that for you. No need to say anything more than that. You have everything within you to achieve what you want. You've been through it. You've been through the ringer. Let's go. Good luck. Okay, so where are we? Next up, we have Leo, rising sun and moon. For you, the eclipse story starts. Well, you're going to be one of the main players, but let's get into it because the eclipse is always falling in your axis, right? And so, February 17th, the first Aquarius solar eclipse happening across the sky from you, 28 degrees, North Node, 7th house eclipse, fated relationships, soulmate contracts, initiation. I've had eclipses in my 7th house before, and I've seen this in my client charts too, where they have fated events when it comes to relationships, meeting karmic lovers, fated destiny when it comes to partnerships. You may either, there could be shock ending, shock beginnings. This is 28 degrees, right? Even though it's a north node bringing you something, because it's 28 degrees, something has to go, right? So it's clearing the way. This can be tied to business contracts too, because it's 7th house. 7th house is contractual agreements, relationships. Some people say the 7th house can be open enemies too, right? So there is that too. I don't believe that personally, but a few weeks later, the next eclipse will be happening for you March the 3rd, right? Virgo lunar eclipse, 12 degrees, south node, 2nd house eclipse, wrapping up your money story eclipses, right? South node, letting go of any stories around scarcity and attachment to income and monetary value. Okay, what value have you been placing on your stability around material wealth? All right, and letting go of those stories. Then we'll have a bit of a reprieval because you have your first eclipse in your house, your first house, a Leo eclipse in the south node. Girl, I've just been through my first house eclipses. Okay, when I tell you, you'll not be the same person after this journey. Oh my god, right? This is my second time going. Let me just think. Yep, second time going through these eclipses, this eclipse transit. First house south node eclipses. Girl, you will not be the same person. And that's great because we're here to transform, aren't we? Letting go of old versions of you, outdated versions, or no longer serving you, your relationships, whatever. Anything that's fake, false narrative, it's gone. Okay. Then, 2 weeks later, 28 degrees. August 28th. The ultimate Pisces, not the ultimate, the last Pisces, the ultimate sign sign. Something. The Pisces lunar eclipse happening for you 4 degrees south of the North Node, right? So the North Node eclipse is bringing you a gift or something, right? It's wrapping up a karmic cycle though, all right? In the 8th house, again, another money house for you, but also to do with intimacy. Intimacy is not just sex. Of course, it is sex too. This is a house of sex after all, all right? And so sex, intimacy as in like connection mentally and physically, verbally with people, trust, power dynamics around money, shared resources, inheritance, finance, credit cards, debts, loan, consolidation, all that stuff falls into this house. Spirituality, the occult, mysticism, the dark side, the shadow side. These eclipse cycles for you are going to be so deep, so transformative. The 8th house is transformative. Girl, buckle up. This is going to be big for you. You have the Queen of Wands. Fire energy, honey. Fire energy. The Queen of Wands is a traditionally Sagittarius, but it is a fire sign, and the Queen of Fire. Okay, so this is about you bringing the fire this year. Okay, stepping into who you're meant to be, stepping into your power, letting go of outdated versions of you. Okay, and all the things that you've learned along the way with the Pisces Virgo axis, they're all here. Empathy, nurture of yourself and others. Be more sensitive to the needs of others too, without having to micromanage them and to rescue them too. Still stepping in your power and allowing others to step into their power as well. Love that for you. I love that if you like, subscribe and share the channel, it helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. Okay. If you are a Virgo, my microphone is still on. Yes, I've been recording so much lately. If you are a Virgo, rising sun and moon, I do accents too. First eclipse happening for you, February 17th. First of all, you've been going through the eclipse cycle, girl. I hope you're good. I hope you're not dead yet. February 17th, Aquarius solar eclipse. The heat is off. The heat is off you for a bit. 28th degree, North Node eclipse, new cycle happening for you in the sixth house. The sixth house is your house, right? This is a Virgo house. It's the house of your health, being of service, lifestyle and routines, my darling. Okay, getting your health in order, getting your shit together. Virgo, this is your moment to get organized. I know. The North Node is like, girl, let's sort your life out. Let's sort your work out. Let's sort your career out. You could make this is a great time to employ people. This is a great time to be employed. This could be bringing you like fated pets at sixth house, right? Watch out for your health. Look after your health with this transit. Shortly after, March the 3rd, Virgo lunar eclipse, 12 degrees in the south node, first house eclipse, darling. Wrapping up your first house series. I was just saying to my Leos that I've been through the first house eclipse before you guys, Libra rising, right? We passed the baton on to Virgo. First house eclipses are no joke, right? So you've been going through it, shedding old versions of you, all right? Outdated beliefs and self-image, letting go of perfectionism. I know. Can you do that? Last one in the series, honey. Last one in the series. So this is going to be affecting you, your relationships, your relationship to others, your home life, your work life. This is a massive, massive, massive eclipse for you. Last one. It's the last one. So, and then we have a bit of a break, and then August 12th we start the eclipse cycle again in Leo this time. Okay, and for you this will be your 12th house, the house of your mental wellness, right? Of seclusion, of institutions, of going within. So not only is the Aquarius axis asking you to look after your physical health, the 12th house asking you to look after your mental health too. I'm currently finishing this transit as well. I have never done so much introspection work in my life than when I have had a 12th house eclipse transit, because it forces you to go within. I've delved into spirituality, into the occult, into black magic, into witchcraft, into all sorts, therapy, talking therapy, all the things, reflect journaling, astrology, so much stuff during this transit. Okay, so much stuff. Shortly after, you will have the eclipse going into your Pisces sector, wrapping up the Pisces eclipses, the Pisces Virgo axis for you. August 28th, 4 degrees, North Node degree, bringing you aligned partnerships, romance, and contracts emerging. If you're single, love is coming in. If you are in a relationship, you are going to be taking that relationship to the next level, or you may even I've had this happen to me before, where actually this ended a relationship because it was no longer serving me. So it really depends on the what's the right word I want to use, the health of that relationship, right? If it's in a good shape, then of course it's going to flourish. If not, then it's going to go. The North Node is going to bring you something more aligned. Okay, your card for this energy. Oh, this mid shuffle, this judged out, this jumped out, judgment. And this is the eclipse, right? Big trumpet energy, huge, fated events happening for you in the realms of the self, relationships, work, health, and your mental wellness. Okay, the judgment card asking you to not judge yourself or judge others so harshly. I feel like it's more for you though, all right? So less judgy for yourself, all right, if you can do that. Okay, so moving on. Oh, okay, so if you are a Libra rising sun and moon, we have, first of all, I am one of you. We have new eclipse cycle starting February 17th, Aquarius solar eclipse happening 28 degrees, the North Node eclipse at 28th degree in the 5th house. Creativity, romance, oh, I'm excited. Joy. Girl, we could do with some joy, right? We've been having 12 house eclipses. Girl, I haven't cried so much in my life. Aligning with destiny when it comes to dating, romance, sex, money. 5th house is luck and abundance. Hello. Money coming in, love coming in, creativity coming in, right? Rahu is the dragon's head after all. So the insatiable appetite to be really creative, to really focus on your business, to really focus on dating. So just don't overdo it, all right? I'm saying this to me too, who has the Sun and Venus here. Shortly after, we have March. Oh my words, I'm thinking about all the sex we're going to be having. Shortly after, March the 3rd, Virgo lunar eclipse at 12 degrees, south node. 12th house eclipse, honey. Wrapping up our 12th house eclipses. Her girl. Where have we been sabotaging ourselves? Where have other people been sabotaging us? Hidden enemies. During this eclipse cycle, did you have, let me know, Libra, let me know in the chat, hidden enemies coming to play? Girl, I did. So many, so many. Letting go of fear, self-sabotage, enemies, and spiritual avoidance, calling back in spirituality into your life. Let me tell you, I have done so much spiritual work and self-introspection and magic, occult practice during this transit. Re-delving into spirituality, being on my own, and nurturing myself, and working on my mental wellness. We have a bit of a break, and then from March, and then in August, the new eclipse cycle in Leo will start for us. Leo solar eclipse, 20 degrees of south node, right? And 20 degrees of Aquarius, okay? And for you, this will be the 11th house, the house of your friendships, networks, and the dreams. So you could be like tweaking your dreams, goals, and desires because it's the 11th house. It's a solar eclipse, so it's shedding the light on something. So it could be like friendships that you outgrowing, yeah. Dreams that you outgrowing. It could be bringing you people into your life who are going to help you achieve what you want. Because when you get rid of some things, bring you space to achieve something more. So it could be like, okay, I am no longer with this group anymore. These people don't align with me, and that's okay. But I'm now vibing with these people because I'm up leveling. I'm up leveling. And your dreams, goals, and desires, you get to change those too whenever you want. How amazing is that? And the eclipse will help you, and it'll bring in faces events to help you do that. Shortly after, August 28th, we have a Pisces lunar eclipse, 4 degrees of the north node of Pisces, right? Sixth house energy, wrapping up the sixth house eclipses for us, calling in aligned wellness. This is the house of health, right, and routines, your purpose, sustainability, and your daily routines, right? And so, wrapping up the cycle here, the north node is bringing something. So, I can vouch for this because this is a sixth house energy, and using my own chart, and sixth house does all pets, and so I'm getting a new pet this year, and this is very much aligned. And I'm thinking about this timeline around August. This will fit in very well with the eclipses around the sixth house energy. New routines, new work routines, new health routines, yeah, and as well as just being more well, health increase as well. But look, whenever we have 6 and 12 hours of energy, look after your health. I mean, I didn't for myself, I'm using myself as an example because I'm Libra rising, and my health was absolutely perfect. It was more mental wellness with this because it's south node as well, right? South node, north node. It can be very much tied to mental wellness too, because this is like Piscean spirituality as well, right? This can be physical too, of course. But I found with it being in the 12th and 6th, it's very much behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so Aka, Libra, let's do a little rifle shuffle. I've set my camera up way too high today, so you can't see me. What? See the rifle shuffle. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Some people are like, oh, don't bend your cards when you rifle. I'm like, I'm not going to get rid of these cards anyway. Ooh, so funny. So I've been seeing this card a lot lately, Devil. The Devil card, darling. So this is the 5th house, 11th house, 6th house, 12th house axis for the eclipses, right? Do more of what lights you up. Release yourself from bondage. All right. What restrictions have you been putting on yourself? Libra, are you been like minding your P's and Q's? Have you been holding back? Have you been like, oh my God, what will the neighbors think? Do what lights you up. The 5th house is telling you, the eclipse is do what brings you joy without judgment. All right. Bring more pleasure and joy into your life with this energy. This is your time to shine. You've done that. You've done the 12th house work. You've come out. You've done all the hidden energy work. This is your time now to step into your 11th house and 5th house. Is about going into groups that love you, to find your friendship circle, to find the groups and teams and communities that you belong to, and step into your inner child freedom, 5th house energy. Have the fun, have the joy, do what lights you up, because the more you can do that, the more the abundance will roll in. I love that for us. Okay. Oh, that's cool as well. Fifth house eclipses can bring in pregnancy. Just like a sidebar, but massive. Fifth house eclipses can bring in pregnancy too. All right, literal pregnancy or birth new ideas, creativity ideas. All right. Okay, so where are we? If you are a Scorpio, rising sun and moon, we have the eclipses starting at February 17th in Aquarius, your 4th house, right? Solar eclipse at 28 degrees, North Node eclipse, bringing you something that needs to be healed around your family trauma, family lineage, a family drama. North Node eclipse in the 4th house, you can move home, you can buy a new home, right? You may buy multiple homes. You might move home. You might move home a lot. You might expand, move into a massive home as well, because this is North Node. North Node is like bigger, more insatiable appetite. Your family could expand. There could be pregnancy, marriages, for example. All right. Also healing of emotional wounds around family trauma. Shortly after March, March the 3rd to be exact, Virgo lunar eclipse, wrapping up the 12th, the 11th house axis for you, 12th degree South Node eclipse. So the focus here for you is on new friendships, future visions, and so first of all, calling in new friendships who are more aligned to where you are in your life right now, and also working on your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. The 11th house is your vision board house. This is all to do with manifesting the life that you want, making room for it. South Node, like eliminating, getting rid of old friendships, old dreams that are no longer serving you, old money stories, and calling in wealth, abundance, prosperity, and people can help you along the way. All right. You have a bit of a break from there, and then in August, the next eclipse cycle will start in Leo. All right. And for you, this is going to be August the 12th, 20 degrees, South Node in the 10th house. All right. In Leo. Huge upgrades in your career, in your leadership, in your reputation. This is the 10th house of your work and career, honey. All right. This is South Node. So letting go of something. So you could be letting go of like clients, jobs, something that's no longer serving you, so you can step into a higher role. Maybe you might go after a promotion. You might change careers completely. You might be like, this job is no longer serving me. I'm working too much. I want to take a step back. You know, changing status as well. You may divorce. You may marry. You might become single. You might go into partnership. You know, that sort of energy. All right. huge upgrades either way. Either way. Shortly after, on August 28th, you have a Pisces lunar eclipse happening, wrapping up the eclipse cycle in the 5th house for you. So if you've been feeling, if you might be feeling like creativity blocked, this is going to be releasing that, because the North Node here in this part of your chart is like letting go of like unhealthy attachments when it comes to relationships that are no longer serving you. All right, because it's a lunar eclipse, even though it's a North Node. It's a North Node eclipse. This is the duality of this eclipse, right? It's like, okay, I'm going to let go of something, but I'm making way something even better. So just know that, okay? When it comes to creativity, business, entrepreneurship, money, and love and relationships, that's all. Scorpio, huge transformations for you. You're the queen of transformation. You're the queen of transformation. That card just dropped out, but I didn't resonate with it for you, so I just have a look. Ooh, here we go. This is the one, 2 of Wands, honey. You can absolutely manifest the life you totally desire. You have everything within you to create the life that you want. Call it in, see it as to be true. All right. Focus on having the thing like you already have it. Imagine yourself living the life that you already, are manifesting, and watch it fall into fruition. All right. This card is signaling transformation. It's signaling a huge spiritual journey, physical journey too. Travel is on the cards here, and just general expansion with the 2 of Wands. Call it all in. The eclipse is going to bring it for you. Are you ready? Are you ready, darling? Love that for you. Okay. I would love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this video. And if you want a personal reading with me, check out all the information in the show notes, okay? So, where are we next? If you are a Sagittarius, rising sun and moon, we have the first eclipses starting for you. The first in this series of Aquarius eclipses starting on February 17th, okay? In your third house, on the 28th degree. This is a North Node eclipse, okay? This is bringing you something in, all right? It's a later degree eclipse, so it's obviously letting go of something too. You may move. The third house rules local area community. You may move. You may expand your community. All right. You may travel a lot. You may learn. You may decide to take up a new skill. All right. Changing cars. All right. This is like an eclipse energy, and so there could be some fated events around your community where you live. Siblings' lives could change. Dramatic events, right, around that. Shortly after, March the 3rd, there's a 12 degree south node eclipse happening for you in the 10th house. Virgo, this is your Virgo energy, right? And so this could be like, this is your 10th house, honey. So you may literally give up a job. You may, give up a job. You may, my mind is totally wandered then. You may assume you may give up a job, or you may even change your relationship status. This is a south node eclipse, so this is like the ending of something. So you could end a relationship, end a career, you could divorce, for example. All right, anything that's not aligned for you will leave you. Okay, to make way for what is. All right, there'll be a bit of a break from that aftermath, because then on August the 12th. This is happening for all of us in different area of our lives. It's not just you, so it's Sagittarius. All right. Your aura is exalted in Cancer. You're good. August 12th, Leo eclipse. Okay. Solar eclipse at 20 degrees, a south node in the ninth house. Okay. And so again, the ninth house axis opposing the third house, right? You may move, you may change countries, you may travel more, you may learn a new language. Right. You may release outdated spiritual beliefs. Again, this is a south node eclipse, letting go of old spiritual beliefs. All right. Letting go of distant shores and travels. You may lay down roots somewhere. Shortly after, 28th of August, we have the Pisces lunar eclipse happening for you, 4 degrees in the North Node, right? In the 4th house. And so this is the North Node eclipse, highlighting your 4th house of home, stepping into a new chapter. So this, I feel like for Sagittarius, like finding your roots in your home is going to be massive this year. So for you, 4th house and home, this is August time, right? Around August, signing the lease, signing the deal, signing the contract when it comes to where you live, expansion of family, finding your home, being reconnected with family as well, in a peace. See, all right. Sagittarius, your cards for all this eclipse chaos that we're all going to be going through. Woo! All the cards just jumped out. Let's do another quick shuffle. So, I always do a rifle and do like 3 afterwards. So, ew! I'm so glad that I did. Listen, you are protected. You are blessed. You are the favorite. Don't tell me the sun said that. The sun is your yes card. Okay, the sun is your yes card. Also, as well, look out for the solar eclipses. And so for you, that will be on the February eclipse and the August eclipse. The February the 17th, August the 12th, really pivotal moments for you. Okay, but you are guarded, you are blessed. The sun also indicates travel, right? Somewhere warm. But ultimately, embrace your inner child, healing family wounds, and just enjoying your life, honey. All right, I feel like you haven't enjoyed your life for a while. The sun also can indicate fertility. Okay. Alrighty, so moving on forward, we have Capricorn rising sun and moon. Capricorn rising sun and moon, we have your eclipse story starting on February 17th. In the area of your chart, which is ruled by Aquarius, your second house, right? 28-degree solar eclipse. It's the North Node eclipse, right? So new beginnings, your new 12-month 18-month cycle when it comes to your money beliefs, money stories, money coming in, self-worth, value. All right, so this is a great cash injection type of eclipse. Okay, really great for that. Letting go of old money stories is a later degree eclipse, so there could be letting go of something so you can bring in something new. Following on from that, in March, a few weeks later, the Virgo lunar eclipse will wrap things up in your ninth house to do with limiting beliefs around your spirituality, around your beliefs, around travel blocks as well. If you haven't been feeling that spiritual, then this could be aligning you to ask the universe or mentors and guides to bring spirituality into your life. All right. When you have ninth house side node eclipses, this is like questioning your spirituality, religious beliefs, and beliefs in general. Also, spending more time with spirituality, because the South Node is very karmic and very spiritual too. So this could be a great time to do Reiki healing, chakra cleansing, sand bathing, shamanic healing. Okay. We'll have a bit of a break from there, and then in August, you'll have is that right? Yeah, August. We'll have a new eclipse cycle starting for you in your Leo house, which is your eighth house, again, in one of the money houses. So for you, the Leo and Aquarius axis will be your second and eighth house, where this eclipse story is going to be unfolding over the next 18 months, which is going to be your money houses. All right. So this is another South Node eclipse. Time to transform your relationship to your the money that you owe, debts, shared resources, partners' money, how you do money with a partner, your clients' money, for example, or if you have those, your relationship to banks and institutions, mortgages, credit cards, inheritance, money owed to you. This is also the house of intimacy and transformation, sex and passion. So rewriting the stories around that, letting people in, closing off chapters around that as well. From there, a few weeks later, we will have the August 28th Pisces lunar eclipse wrapping up the story in your third house. So finally, you're being heard, you're being seen. The North Node is bringing you creative ideas, communication, new community, new people, finding your friendship circle and your groups, more travel as well, right? You may travel during this time, during August 28th onwards, over the next 18 months, because this is your third house, all right? Traveling for work, traveling for love, traveling for romance, right? Let's look at your cards. Because this is a 4-degree, the last one's a 4-degree one as well, 4-degree North Node. You may change your home because it's Cancerian rules, right? Siblings can move home too, actually. You may travel together. Oh, yes. You have the third. I'm saying third because I'm talking about your third house. 3 of Pentacles. The eclipse energy is telling you that you can build the life that you desire. All right. All you have to do is ask and trust the universe. Take inspired action. You don't have to have all the answers straight away. One step at a time, building the blocks. Also, you have the third and ninth house axis lit up with the eclipses. Using your skill, using your talent, educating yourself, educating others, up-leveling your skills, right? Going back to university, going back to college, learning new skills, building firm foundations. The more you can do that, the second and eighth house axis, which is lit up for you during the Aquarius Leo eclipses, which are your money houses, or they'll just expand. They'll just expand even further. Love that for you. All right, so where are we? Okay. If you are a Aquarius, rising sun and moon, I am one of you, an Aquarius sun. Guys, Aquarius rising, you are one of the main players. Yeah. We have the first Aquarius solar eclipse happening for you in the house of you, your first house. This is a North Node eclipse. This is amazing. February 17th, darling, you are stepping into your fucking power, honey. This is your personal rebirth. This is like your new moon on steroids, all right? Stepping into your true identity. That will come with a lot of goodbye, a lot of letting go, a lot of plot twists. Don't be like, oh my God, I'm gonna grow up. Yes, you absolutely will. But the North Node is like, girl, if you want to up level, you gotta let go of some baggage. Like you can't take all that with you on the plane because we don't have the space for it. So there is that caveat to it. So a lot of transformation going on. And also, this is 28 degrees. Letting go of something. This is going to be opposing your seventh house. This is going to be tied in with your work relationships, your business relationships, your love relationships, your family relationships too. All right. Stepping into your authenticity. I've seen this happen for people before where they step into their power. Sometimes they're forced to do that and put themselves first and then really questioning their relationships. Okay. Moving on from there, March the 3rd, the Virgo lunar eclipse will happen in your 8th house, tying up the eclipse axis, the south node in the 8th house. So, what are we letting go of when it comes to obsession, intimacy, scarcity mindset, sex, the taboo, the occult, emotional entanglements, outdated money stories? Okay. We'll have a bit of a reprieval, and then the cycle will start again on August 12th. This will be opposing you in the 7th house. Leo, solar eclipse, new ecliptic cycle starting 20 degrees. Again, a south node energy in the 7th house. This is your reset button when it comes to outdated relationships. Also calling in karmic love affairs. Whew. I don't think we need to say any more on that just yet. Shortly after, August 28th, Pisces lunar eclipse, 4 degrees, North Node eclipse happening for you in the 2nd house, the money house. North Node eclipse in the house of money, not bad at all, not mad about that. Bringing you new earnings, new ways to earn money, save money, build wealth. Also, self worth for you, self worth. Okay, your tarot card is a 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is strength. This is confidence. This is power. This is abundance. This is money. This is love, girl. I'm not saying it's gonna be a walk in the park, but this journey is gonna have you coming out on top. Trust the journey. You're a baddie. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. If you like this video, please thumbs up it, share, subscribe, all the things. Thank you. All right. If you're a Pisces, rising sun and moon, we have the eclipse story, a new cycle, a new story starting for you February 17th. Aquarius, a solar eclipse, 28 degrees. North Node eclipse too, happening for you in Aries, Scorpio, the 12th house. All right. I'm just finishing my 12th house eclipses. Mine on South Node is a bit different, but this is very much going to be honing in on your spirituality. All right. You're making more time for you to delve into your inner world. Spirituality is gonna be guiding you the whole. You're gonna be you're gonna be like the wicked witch, delving into your spirituality during this transit. All right, love this for you. Love this for you. It's so good. Stepping into your power as well, knowing that you don't need anybody. You don't need anyone. You don't need anyone, because you are so powerful within you. That's not to say that you won't be with anybody, but it just will show you that you are good. Okay, like you don't need to have you don't need any codependency. The 12th house North Node is like, bitch, stand in your power. You're a baddie, all right. You may even on a less woo level, you may travel, you may book some flights. Shortly after March 3rd, Virgo lunar eclipse, wrapping up the South Node eclipse happening for you in the relationship sector. Girl, you have been going through it when it comes to your Virgo eclipses, Virgo and Pisces eclipses. Okay, we still have one more to kill a bitch. Okay, Virgo lunar eclipse, South Node at 12 degrees, Pisces degrees is your degree. All right, so very karmic degree happening for you. Really, this is about release, South Node, releasing people pleasing. All right, 7th house is Libra rule generally. So, what relationships are draining you? It doesn't have to be just a love story, even though it can be that, of course, because this is the house of love, right? So, releasing the needs to people please and releasing toxic relationships too. All right, putting yourself first. The North Node in the first house doesn't taught you anything. Is that you are important, you are worthy, you are a baddie. All right. A few months later, we have a bit of a break after that huge MTV. August 12th, we have a new cycle, Leo solar eclipse, happening 20 degrees, a South Node eclipse in the 6th house for you, your physical wellness. All right, girl, This is your cue from the universe to take a break, to relax, to let go of health habits that are no longer serving you, decluttering your work environment. All right. Having a look at your routine, your day-to-day shit. You're like, why am I so fucking busy? I'm doing all this stuff, but nothing's getting done. Rewriting your routines. All right. Rewriting your routines around that. You may change careers. All right. You may not. All right. You may. The sixth house is a work house. And a money house too. So there could be some changes around there. Ultimately, it's about restructuring your day and your life to better suit you. Okay, your pets may cause you a bit of trouble as well. So just bear that in mind. Shortly after August 28th, Pisces, your ultimate eclipse on the 28th of August. First house eclipse wrapping up this lunar cycle. This is your huge personal shift time. And for you, this is going to be the house of you, darling. All right, it's time to claim your path. All the strife you've been going through, it'll be so worth it, because this eclipse now is your 18-month portal to come out shining. It's like, you've seen like like Mad Max, or when there's been like an apocalypse and you're coming out from the rubble, or with your hair everywhere and like smudged of dirt. You're like, I survived. But you're coming into so much power, right? It's a 4-degree Cancer nurturing degree, so be kind to you, right? Honey, Knight of Wands. You are powerful, you are strong, you are a baddie, you are pure fire energy. The eclipse is going to be charging you up, giving you the energy to look good, feel gorgeous, be strong, be vibrant, be healthy, be thrust into the spotlight, and live the life you truly, truly deserve and desire. I love that for you, baby. If you love that as well, I'd love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this channel. And I will catch you on the next video. If you want a personal reading with me, I'll leave all the information in the show notes to do so. Like I said, if you want some more extra content, check out my Substack, where I'm totally unhinged, as well as a Patreon community too. If you want a personal reading with me, I'll leave all the information in the show notes for you to do so.